Well, g'day viewers. Well, follow up on that other spare Samscum drive I had. More tests confirmed. It definitely had head problems. Let's get some more tests and it started going click, 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 click. Yeah, it's buggered. So what do you do to the hard drive that's buggered? Tear it apart. Not having the right tool certainly doesn't help, so I just ripped it out of anger. I pushed against it. There's a filter there. Quite heavy too, got stainless, brushed stainless, as opposed to the all aluminium design that Seagate used. It's aluminium on the bottom with stainless on the top. Look how it parks the head though, the head's just still remain on the disc. Interesting. I didn't think these drives would be like that. Some of the Seagates I've seen, they park the heads over here on a little plastic rack, and these that actually rest on the disc. That's not really good. Normally the drive doesn't seem to have any problems, but if you drop it off on this high, the heads go bang, hit the disc, and that's it, it's trash. Yeah, it's got a little plastic shroud here. Basically when this disc spins, how it works, air is flushed around here and it's drawn in through this little hole, this filter. And air is pushed around here, around this channel in this little filter here, and any dust particles are caught up inside this before going through here, clean filter there, going back through there, then cycling again. So that's why you don't run these with the cover off, because it interrupts the channel flow of the air. And of course when it's spinning, the centrifugal force on the discs just have a thin cushion of air is formed underneath the heads, between the heads of the disc. And that's what's keeping the heads from touching the disc at all times when it's spinning. The air is actually forming a very small cushion gap between the heads themselves and the disc. A bit of a scratch on that too. A bit of a scratch on the outer edge. Just had a bit of a mishap, a bit of fingerprint there when I actually touched it when I took it apart, but anyway. As I said, this drive was stuffed anyway. It wasn't doing anything, but I didn't go and click, 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 click. Couldn't do nothing with it, so it was stuffed from the start. But at least I got my money's worth by getting the board off and saving the other Samscum to save some data. So if you actually get some hard drives that are killed by bad wall warts, try and get another board for them off the same model to save that drive and your data. So this one's got 3 platters. So 500 gigabyte divided by 3. Be at least, yeah, odd number anyway. Wouldn't, if it was 160 gigabyte, I'll have 280 gigabyte platters. If it's 250 gigabyte, I'll have 2 125 gigabyte platters and so on. Interesting, why would it have the heads parked like that? They're resting on the disc. That's, I don't know. It's normally static friction. The heads would stick to the disc after a while when it sits in storage. It can happen. So if I do that, you hear a squeak. That's the heads hitting the disc. When it's spinning, there's obviously air stopping that, so the heads glide over the air gap when it's spinning. Yeah, heads are damaged once you do that. Once you do that, that's it, the heads are gone. They're stuffed. 6 heads. Oh well, time for a speaker project. 47th week of 2007 this thing was made. Epoxy voice coil. Nidec motor. Alright, now the other drive. I'm getting our last 3 sets of movies and stuff off it, putting them on the external drive. And I'm going to fully format that 1TB drive to get all the space I can back off it, so it's actually a storage drive and no longer an old Windows drive, like I should have done in the first place before I started putting stuff on it. But anyway. should be keeping all these platters too. I can't remember what I did with the last set of hard drive platters I had. Could launch them and stuff. Or just bolt a heap of them to a working hard drive. Like the motor still works and the board's good. You bolt a heap of platters, all platters only on here. Get it really heavy and you end up with a gyroscopic hard drive that breaks its own fall. That's a heat sink like material that transfers that insulation from the board. That's why, and also when you see these stickers, don't peel them off because there's air gaps behind there, there's holes. Once you do that, the dirty air from the computer case gets in and the dust gets in it, and that's it, it's wrecked. Because these filters are only designed for this minute, tiny particles from the factory when the hard drive was assembled. That's what these really do. This main one is obviously stops the dust from the computer getting in. Yeah. Got some stuff in there. As you can see, the air goes through that little channel before it actually gets to the hard drive internally. Has to go through all that. You can see on that sticky bit, there's bits of crap on it already. Bits of dust and stuff in there. It wasn't even a very old hard drive to begin with, only 130 something days old of use, and it's already got that much crap on that filter. So yeah, it's to go through that and get trapped inside here. Comes in clean as that disc is spinning. Then it gets flung around into that. It's kind of interesting. That's why you see these little cushion things in hard drives. Pretty clean. But there'll be the tiniest little dust particles trapped in that. And you can do a data recovery yourself. You have a little chamber, like a sandblaster box like chamber of nothing but clean air inside. Will have fans and precision filters to circulate air through it when you do a head swap or a platter swap. But even that's very risky. The chances of that getting a successful recover is minimal. You got to be very careful not to damage or scratch your discs. The companies do offer that sort of service, but they charge stupid amounts of money, and the likelihood of data recovery is a very small percentage anyway, in most cases. So you're better off just to back up like buggery and buy hard drives like mad. They're cheap, a lot cheaper than the cost to recover your data in the first place. But yeah, this is the fate of this old spare Samscum. This stuffed from when I bought it. But I wasn't looking for it anyway. I only mainly wanted it for the board. I've also had a bloody annoying, I don't know if it's a glitch or you call it, but this external drive decided to become write protected. I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't do nothing with it, just out of the blue, just decided to become a write protected drive. I couldn't do nothing with it. I've done a bit of research. I tried the registry trick, that didn't do anything, because that doesn't list the drive in there like the instructions said to, so I didn't really bother about that. There's a thing called thumb screw, a drive unlocker, that didn't work. So went to the disk management and control panel and changed the drive letter, and sure enough, the write protection is gone. It was G, but I changed it to B. Now it's back to normal again. Apparently it's a glitch some Windows 7 Ultimate computers get for some stupid reason. But yeah, very annoying. I was bloody cursing a lot when what the hell's going on here? So I was able to luckily get that drive letter trick to work. So there's a bit of a gasket there. There we are. Well, that can be a speaker now. It's not much use for anything else. Nice scratchy. That doesn't sound very good either. A lot of drag on those bearings. Interesting. Yeah, there's a mark on there. Anyway, that's getting a bit dragging on this video, so thanks for watching. Next up, when my file transfer is done, let's get that breaker replaced. Thanks for watching. Alright, I've recompressed the attribute to this drive. Now the 1 terabyte drive with everything compressed to save the extra bit of space I can. I'm going to put most of all the stuff I want to keep on the good 1 terabyte drive and leave space on the 2 terabyte one that's got the bad sectors. So make sure I got everything got backed up I don't already have. Anyway. Yeah, so this breaker is a lot better. I can run the heater and everything through this thing, and it's happy. Just remember, this one here was replaced out of our old shed at the old place because I didn't like the inrush of the welder. That's the reason why it tripped. But for this, it's alright. It's good for this. So this thing has gotten weak. This just wants to trip. A weak breaker. It's worn the buggery. There's a little adjuster somewhere too. That one is welded, and that goes here. Apparently that doesn't turn. I tried that with a hex torque split key, but no, it's stripped. It's been Loctited from the inside. There's an adjuster screw in there, and I think that adjusts the coil inside, the magnet coil inside, that actually trips as it warms up. And that's usually calibrated, I think. I could try adjusting that screw and doing some tests, but there's no guarantee it's going to be a 68 breaker anymore. It's just worn out. These breakers just don't last. They only trip a certain amount of times and that's it. Then they just get weak. It's a shame that they don't make any circuit breakers in Australia anymore. The old brown clipsals were my favourite. They were the last of the Aussie made ones. Unfortunately they're all mainly China now. Even Dita had Bunnings still on their clips with clone breakers. Really cheap stuff. Yeah, Bunnings is a lot, and Masters is even bloody worse. Woolworths, crap, come on. Woolworths is the last place to go to rewire your house. I mean, come on. The bloody country's supposed to have some of the best and the strictest electrical safety standards in the world. And look at these freaking companies and the government are doing, taking advantage of it. Bastards. Shouldn't be allowed. Especially with the skills assessment has now been removed from all these Chinese foreign migrants to do these electrical installations like the solar panels and all that stuff. Because of this free trade agreement, all these bloody mandatory skills assessments have been removed, so any old average Joe can come from China and do any work. Me and you could do the work and probably do a better job. We would have more knowledge at least. But there's other workers that are coming in from China on their backpacker visas. I don't know nothing about it. Well, some do, but majority of them don't now because the government doesn't assess them anymore, so they don't know. So they'll do the job, and if they stuff up, they'll either get killed on the job or... here's the... it's on the government, so they should be yeah, a bit more careful. I should have kept the skills assessment. It's there for a reason, to save people's lives, keep our standards how they should be, and people's homes from burning down. If I really want to get strict, I could put one there, but no point. I might have to get a new meter board set up soon. I still got the other one I had in my old bedroom. Where the other BAs at? Gotta get some more of these. Put some a double bank RCD in and everything. And I can stick my megawatt meter in here. Get a big board, stick the megawatt meter up. I got the I think that 56 volt, I think I showed it, a multi-tap transformer I got from my meter score. I think it's got a center tap and 56 volts. It says 0 to 56 volt center tap. Now either it's 23 volts on the other two taps to the middle, or it's 56 volts on the other two taps to the middle. But if I confirm tests on that transformer, and it's what I think it is, I'm certain at this stage it might be 56 volts at one tap. Then another 56 volts from 0 to the other tap, plus or minus, if I add the two taps together. So in theory that should be a 112 volt transformer, which is what I need for the potential coil of that megawatt meter I got, as a previous one burnt out. The other Mitsubishi transformer I had. So if that is actually a 112 volt transformer, if I series up the 56 volt secondary taps, that'd be a bonus. I can use that to run my megawatt meter and use it in here. You have a little simulation when I plug loads in and just go up megawatts. That'd be cool. Anyway, all was good. So if I plug my girlfriend's hard drive in, so I'll plug that. I haven't got enough USB ports. Let's see what drive letter this has got. Plug that in. That's a red 500 gigabyte Western Digital hard drive in there. WD500G red. So they're the good ones, the red ones. G, yep. Whatever, let's have a look. Yep, it's protected, right protected. Something about that bloody drive letter. So I can't really use that hard drive if she wants to plug it in and watch a movie or anything like that. It's just all going to be right protected. You can't do nothing with it. What's the point of that? Well, you can, but it just can't write. You can read off it, but you can't put anything on it. So if I change the drive letter, everything I plug into the USB port that takes the drive letter G, I got to change it so it's not right protected. Annoying as all get out. Anyway, let this go and I'll go see if I can, while I got the camera here, this TV I was talking about in the other video, if I turn it on, let's see if it does it. It might have an audio glitch out with a digital board in it. Let's see if it does it. Bit slow. It's very slow to boot up, this TV. Annoyingly slow. Interesting. Yep, it does take this long to start itself up. Don't know why. Nothing's responsive. That's how this TV is. Very, very slow. What sort of firmware is on this thing, I don't know. It does work normally, but you got to wait. Yeah. Hidden backlight swabbing up. If I turn it back off, it's ignoring all the commands. Come on. Doesn't have USB, only for service, doesn't play off hard drives, nothing. But I can use it as the HDMI as a computer monitor. This is my only problem with this. It just takes a while to boot up. Annoying. That is slow. Keep the camera on it, see if it actually turns itself to the picture. Just turn it back off. No, it's not responding. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Okay, now it's responded. Turn it back on. Let's see if that's a shit fit. Turning on. That's just some sort of fault code, but don't have the book to this. But it does booting up. Takes a while. Turn it down. Even if the volume is on minimum, it will still make that big loud chirp in the audio regardless. Okay, menu. Nothing, see? Absolutely nothing. No audio, that's the AV. Can't do nothing, it's just an unresponsive TV. I wonder what sort of panel it is. Pretty flimsy panel. But yeah, early 2007 model, this one. It's the first of the LCDs. It's considered vintage for this era TV. 37 inch. Still going, still waiting to boot up. There we go. See that purplish, it does that. And it should chirp in the audio. Let's see if it does it. See? There we go. Digital board's having a shit fit. Does it all the time. And again, and again. Give you. There we go. See? The digital TV board's having a shit. Either a microprocessor's been hardwired to fail, or what, but now it's working normally.
Oh, right, I'll just refer you to the Attorney General's.
Look at that.
It's like you had
This TV really is doing that. No editing, that's just what it's doing. Pretty generic Chinese generic TVs just use this sort of style menu on it, so it's definitely an early one.
Where people just, you know,
We've got a demo.
could actually see that this is a problem.
Exit that demo, get out of that. But yeah, it's working normally now. Better not show too much TV, even though it's fed it air, it's copyright. Go again, it should be normal. Let's see. Behaves itself. No. Still being an arsehole. It doesn't do that all the time, only sometimes. But now it's normal again. Yeah, interesting fault. Very interesting fault. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks for watching.